Hey guys, Mr. F here. I hope you're all going well. Just doing a little video here to go over our spelling words and to sound them out for you and to talk about the meaning and maybe give you a couple of ideas about what you can do to practice them this week. Alright, so if you're in year 2, this is for you. This is the sheet and the focus is up. That's the sound. The letter is U. The letter is U. The sound is up. All right, so the first word we have here is up. We're going to use the SMART spelling process. That means we're going to say the word. We're going to talk about what it means. We are going to analyze it. We're going to listen to the sounds with our spelling fist. We are going to talk about the tricky bit that you'll need to remember, and then I'll teach you how to spell it. Okay, so we'll do all of that with the red words, and then we just do say and meaning with the orange and the green. And if you are a parent watching this, watch closely because this is something you could definitely do each week with your kids. This is what we do in class when we unpack the list. The first word is up. So you'd say the word up. All right. Up is a direction. So it's a thing. Usually means that way. Up. All right. Fairly straightforward in terms of analysis. 2 letters, 2 sounds. Up. Remember, it's p, not p. It's a non-vocalized sound. All right, and then there we talk about the tricky part to remember. Well, it's a short word. Something else that could spell the up sound. Sometimes an A makes an up. So I would think that one most of you would get right, but there might be a tricky part. Have a chat with your mum and dad about that one. And then if you ask me to spell up, this is the teach part, I would say U-P, because they're both graphs. They're both one letter making one sound. The next word is bus. Say the word bus. All right. A bus. Okay, so it could be a thing, could be a noun, which is the thing that you catch to go to school every day. It's quite big with 4 or 8 wheels. It could also be a verb. If you are busing someone, it means you are transporting them from one place to another. And if you spell busing, would you put another S in there? B-U-S-S-I-N-G? I think it's actually acceptable to do both, either 2 S's or 1 S. I've always added 2 S's for like buses, more than one bus, B-U-S-S-E-S, just because I like the look of the 2 S's. But you might feel differently, and you can absolutely just do 1 S, B-U-S-E-S, that's fine. All right, the next bit, we're going to analyze the S. There are 3 sounds. Each letter makes 1 sound. They are all graphs. All right, the tricky part for someone else to remember, it might be the B if you're writing it, because you may have a bit of trouble mixing up your B's and your D's. So just remembering that the B, I've taught my kids about, the students about that. That's your B, that's your D. B comes first in the alphabet before D. So the one on your left is going to be the B rather than the D. Hope that makes sense. Okay, and then teach. If you said to me, Mr. Fisher, how do you spell bus? I would say it like this: B-U-S, because they're all graphs. Later we'll get to a word, I hope, like this that has a digraph, and I'll explain to you how I would teach you to spell that. The next word is but. Say the word but. All right, but with 1 T, not 2, with 1 T, is a word that you would use in a sentence to explain why something isn't working or isn't quite right. I was going to go out and play golf, but I'm on quarantine. It's true, that one. It's true. All right, so then we'll analyze that one. All right, again, all graphs. We're in the red list. The red list tends to be a little bit easier, so less digraphs, more graphs, shorter words, probably words that you've heard before. So if you're still trying to work on your spelling and you're not that confident with it, have a go at some of the red words. Maybe pick a couple of orange as well to practice. I mean, you're at home all day, every day. Do them all. Do them all. But if you're going to be tested on Friday, I'd only pick between 6 and 10 words from the list, and then maybe a couple down here in this empty bit for you from your writing. That's what we do in class. All right. Finally, if you were going to ask me to spell but, I would say B-U-T. They're all graphs. Next word is mud. Say the word mud. Mud is what you get when you mix water with dirt, and kids love it, particularly my little girls. All right. It could also be something, you often see that word mud used in baking to describe something that is really, really, really chocolatey, like a mud cake. There you go. All right. Next is analyze. a, d. M, a, d. Once again, they are all graphs. And I would say the tricky part again is that D. Do your B's and D's. D's that one. That one. All right. And then if you were going to ask me to spell it, I would say M-U-D because they are all graphs. All right, two to go to do the whole shebang, the whole process. And then we'll just go through say and meaning for the orange and green words. The next word is nut. Say the word nut. All right, nut. It is a thing. It's kind of food. It is a word to describe a whole range of foods. For example, peanuts, cashews, Brazil nuts. How many kind of nuts can you come up with? Maybe you could do a little bit of a Google search with mum and dad. All right, so it could also be a describing word, not a very nice one. You say, oh, he's acting like a bit of a nut today. It could be because the student's going crazy. But I wouldn't recommend using it in that way. But if someone says it like that, now you know what it means. You can say, hey, don't call me a nut. All right. Next up, we're going to analyze it. T. 3 letters, 3 sounds again, all graphs. And the difficult part, I would say that sound, some students mess that up, or not mess that up, mix it up with the m sound. But your mouth is quite different. So that sound Your tongue kind of touches left behind your front teeth there. Just make the sound You can see your mouth actually closes when you make the sound So just be careful of that. It's not mut, it's nut. And if you ask me to spell that, I would say N-U-T. Last word for the whole shebang is fun, which is what we're having right now, right? Fun is a noun. It's a thing. It's something that you feel or do. So you can feel. You feel fun. No, you can have fun. It's something you can have. It's something you feel. It's not a feeling. So if you're having fun, you're doing something that you find enjoyable. For example, playing Minecraft, or listening to music, or playing piano, or eating pizza, which are all things that I have fun when I do those things, especially if they're all together. Oof. All right. Next, we're going to sound it out. N. Again, they're all graphs. All right. So, tricky part for someone else or for you to remember might be that n again. Remember, it's n, not All right. Next up, I'm just going to check that I have the right list here. Hold on one tick. This is year 1, not year 2. Sorry, this is year 1. I'll have to fix that later on when I edit the video. That's okay. Okay, so we've done all the red words. Now we're just going to go through and do the say and the meaning for the orange and the green. All right, we have slug. Say the word slug. A slug is an animal. It's a creepy crawly kind of animal. Usually leaves a trail of glue as it crawls everywhere. Has antenna. Sometimes lives in a shell. If a slug lives in a shell, we call it a... You got it, don't you? I know you know what that is. A slug that lives in a shell. It's a snail. Good stuff. All right, next one is must. Say the word must. All right, that is a word that would describe something that you have to do. You must do your spelling today. The next word is shut. Say the word shut. So that could be an adjective. The door is shut. It could also be a verb, a doing word. Could you please shut the door? And if you ask me to spell that one, SH is a digraph. Both of those letters make one sound. Sh. So I would say, it's spelled shut. Here's how you do it. S-H-U-T. Very important that we use that language, okay? We do that in the classroom all the time when we try to spell words together. The next word is undo. Undo. So that means when you reverse something. Remember that prefix un means not, as in N-O-T, not K-N-O-T. Not. So if you undo something, you not do it, if that makes sense. So if you make a mistake, you can use a rubber to undo it. All right, and on the computer, I'm not sure if I can actually... Where's the little arrows for undo? Huh. Normally there used to be little arrows here for undo and redo on your Microsoft Word, but anyway, we'll move on. Next word is puppy. Say the word puppy. A puppy is a little baby dog, and it's probably the cutest animal in the animal kingdom, if you ask me. But I am a bit biased because I love dogs, and it does have a digraph, so look out for that. PP. Next word is funny. Say the word funny. Funny is a describing word. Could describe someone's sense of humor. For example, my teacher is really funny. Or that's a funny looking tie. Oh, go away, special offer. All right. On to the green words. Sunday. Here's a little question, a little trivia question. What day is the first day of the week? If you said Monday, you're actually incorrect. Sunday is technically the first day of the week, in our culture anyway. In other cultures it's different, but here Sunday is technically the very first day of the week. A lot of people think Monday because it's the first day of school or work each week, but or at least it used to be. Now every day just kind of, we're just all at home. So doing school at home, having fun at home. The next word is grunt. Say the word grunt. All right. A grunt is a noise that you make, so it's a noun. Ugh. 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 Those are all grunts. What are the sounds that I make when I first wake up in the morning? Sound like a caveman. The next word is fluffy. All right. Fluffy, again, is an adjective to describe something that is very, well, you might have fur that's puffed up, or you might have washed your hair and it's gone poof, and it's a bit fluffy. Usually means there's a bit of air in there between the fibers. All right, the next word is unharmed. Say the word unharmed. All right, unharmed. Again, you have that prefix, which is right before at the start of the word. Something you see at the start of the word. Un means not. So if you are unharmed, it means you are not harmed. You might fall over and it looks really bad, and a teacher might say to you, oh, "Are you okay?" And you might say, "That's all right. I'm unharmed." Mm-hmm. If you pull that out next time, the teacher will be very, very impressed. Next time you fall over and don't hurt yourself. This next word is the muddiest. Muddiest. Now you'll notice here, muddy. Well, we just had mud before, didn't we? Okay, so mud is M-U-D. Muddy would be M-U-D-D-Y. But if you are the muddiest child in the school after recess, you drop the Y, you change it to an I, and then you add E-S-T, muddiest. And then finally, unhelpful. I really hope this video is not unhelpful. Un means not, helpful means helpful. That is able to help you. So I hope this video is helpful and has been helpful for you learning your words this week. A few ideas for practicing your words. You can do them in the columns. That's always a great place to start. You should do that each day just to get used to writing them. Say the word and then write the word. That's really important because it gives your brain a couple of different ways of experiencing the word, which will help you remember it. Another thing you could do is put them into sentences. If you have any magnetic alphabet tiles, which some of our students do, not all, but if you do, practicing them by writing them on the fridge or on some sort of other magnetic surface is great. Doing a little spelling bee, so covering up the word and getting someone to ask you to spell it or put it into a sentence or both. All great ways to practice your words. Please send any work you do to me, either on WebEx or via Seesaw. I am missing you all, and I will be back very soon with another video. Bye!